What is up, nerdy chicks? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome to Nerdy Nails. So today's video is a little bit different as today's weather in the UK is absolutely miserable. It's cold, it's dark, it's raining, there's really no place to go, and this has been on my list for a while, and my nail shelf behind me is a complete mess, so I need to reorganize it and tidy it, and my collection is going out of control. I have loads of nail polish on my little chest and it needs to go on my shelf, and at the moment there is no space. But I have discovered if I flip these shelves over, they can actually hold more nail polish, as I did it for the bottom one, and I'm pretty sure I've got about 3 times as much nail polish than I did before. So I'm hoping if I flip all the rest of my shelf, all of my nail polish should stay on, and I should also be able to keep all of my little nerdy figures on my shelf as well, because that's another thing. I could hypothetically take all my nerdy figures off and then all my nail polish will fit, but I really like my layout of the shelf, having my nail polish and having all of my little Pokemon figures on my shelf as well. So I do want to keep all of them on because I think it looks really cool. And today's video is you're just going to come along with me, watch me tidy up my shelf and have the fun for that. And I thought I'd also do a Q&A while I do it as well. So you guys get to see all of my nail polish collection and you also get to know me a bit better as well. So let's begin. So we've got the fun part now of we're going to take all of this down, and where I'm just going to store all this nail polish for the meantime is I'm just going to shove it on my bed so they are staying nice and safe and they don't get destroyed. The last time I reorganised my shelf, I actually put it on the floor with a blanket on top, and I'm so glad I put a blanket on it because obviously when I was putting my nail polish down, one of them cracked and all the nail polish went on the blanket instead of the floor, as I would have had nail polish on my carpet forever. So I'm so glad I put a blanket down, and that's one of my biggest advice. If you have a nail shelf or you're doing some reorganisation with your nail polish, don't put it on sole carpet, put something on top of it, or just something you don't want to ruin, just in case one of them do crack and the nail polish goes everywhere, because nail polish is really hard to get out of stuff. This is going to be a proper exercise activity, or it's going to be a big workout, because every time I do this takes forever to do. But I have kind of got gym wear on, so because I'm classing this as an exercise because this is going to take forever. Some of you also asked where my little crochet Squirtle came from, and to be honest, I actually made him. I am not too bad at crocheting. I really like crocheting little toys. I don't really give a toss about making jumpers or scarves. I think making little toys is the best when it comes to crocheting, and I've actually done a Bulbasaur one as well. I'll put a picture here because I gave it to my friend for Christmas. So this is one of the other passions that I quite like doing. I wish I had more time to make these because they are quite fun to do, but I just don't have a lot of time at the moment. I also got asked what is my favourite Pokemon, and Flareon is definitely my favourite Pokemon for sure. Flareon will always be on my team because it is the best Pokemon for sure. I've also got a Clefairy as well. Some people may think Clefairy is Pokemon I like. I don't mind a Clefairy. The reason I have a Clefairy is my friend went to Japan a couple of years ago, and when Pokemon Go was really big on its stride in like 2016, for one of the Pokemon I just couldn't catch for the life of me was a Clefairy. There was a time I could never find one, and the couple of times I did find a Clefairy, it kept running away from me, so I got really frustrated because in my Pokédex I just had the silhouette of Clefairy for a long time and it was just haunting me, never wanting to be catched. So my friend got it to tease me, so that's why I have little Clefairy to always be in my nightmares, because it took me forever to catch them in Pokemon Go. Just on my nail shelf really, just to taunt me forever with that face thinking you could never catch me. Some of you guys also want to just have a closer look at some of my decorations on my nail polish shelf. Now both of these ones that I got in Japan, I really want to go online and find the rest of these ones because at the moment they are half done, and I think it's really cool to get the finished collection for these little spiral Pokemon staircase and tree. But yeah, I got these in Japan, which was really cool. What was also really cool about my trip in Japan, because maybe a few of you have seen it, maybe some of you haven't, but I actually went to Japan just before COVID hit. I went in March of 2020. It was definitely a surreal experience, as when I left the UK there was a few grumbles of COVID, and our flight did get changed because of COVID, but we were still able to get to Japan. That was completely fine. Had a good time, and I think the surrealist experience we had on our trip, we did a bus trip to Mount Fuji, and that bus was completely empty. It was just us on that trip, and that was a full coach, so it was definitely surreal to be on a huge coach and it was just us. It was like our own private tour to go into Mount Fuji, which was really cool. I actually do have a second channel where from time to time I do a couple of vlogs, or I just post random stuff. I haven't posted on there for anything for a while, but I do have a few vlogs of me in Japan, so I'll place a link down below if you want to check it out, because I have got a clip of us on that bus by ourselves. It was definitely a surreal experience. And then literally when we came back to England, the next day we were put on a national lockdown. So definitely a surreal experience to kind of leave the country in a pretty normality and then coming back, the world completely changing. So that was definitely a unique and experience I will never forget for sure. The question I got asked was, when is my birthday? So my birthday is the 19th of April. I won't tell you the birth year as I am ancient, but I will say one thing: it is pre-2000s. I am an Aries, so all of you zodiac people, that is my star sign as well. But yeah, I really do like my birthday month and day, because it used to always fall pretty similar on the Easter break, so I was hardly in school for my birthday, which is really good. And the one time I was actually meant to be in school for my birthday was in, can't remember what year, but I was meant to be in school, but we went to America for the Easter break, and that's when that volcano in Iceland erupted, and we actually got stuck in America for an extra week. So I actually was able to have my birthday in America, then being in school. So that was definitely one of my best birthdays I've had since. I just remember dreading, thinking, oh, I had to celebrate my birthday at school, which I did in the end, because I had a great day in Boston and we played mini golf. So it was overall a really good birthday. I also got asked which is the favourite nail polish out of my whole collection, and that's kind of a hard decision because it's like choosing a favourite child. But if I had to pick, I would definitely say Ciate's London House of Mirrors is my favourite nail polish. It just looks so pretty and amazing on my nails. It's slightly holographic. It's got a holographic glitter base, so you've definitely got a rainbow spectrum in it, and the silver is just amazing. It just kind of looks like static television, and with the holographic flare it just looks absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. So we've done one part of the task for today. My shelf is all empty now. We just need to flip them over, and all the nail polish is currently on my bed. We have a mini mountain of nail polish. Actually, whilst I've been doing this, I've just been listening to some spooky tunes on YouTube because we're in October. So we have my whole nail polish collection right here on my little mini mountain. Now, another question I did ask is how many nail polishes I have in my collection, and to be honest, I don't know. I'm gonna count them up whilst I tidy this all up. But what I want you guys to do is guess how much nail polish I have, and if you're right, I will pin your comment on the top in the comment boxes below. So I've got my drill, and I need to take all these shelves off now. I feel like as this video goes on, my hair is going to get more and more frizzy, as this is tiring work. So it's a nice progression of nail polish, and how frizzy will my hair get at the end of the video? We will soon find out. So the shelf is done, flipped over. We can put all of the mountain of nail polish back on the shelf. So another question I had was, how long does it take to do my nails? And that is a hard question to say because it varies a lot depending on if I'm making shorts, if I'm just doing simple nail art, but I'd say it can vary between like 20 minutes to like 4 hours depending what type of nail art I'm doing. So yeah, it all depends on the type of nail art. So, but I spend pretty much most of my free time doing nail art anyway. So yeah, let's put some nail polish on the shelf. I'd also say, going back to Pokemon as well, I'd say also Growlithe is definitely one of my other favourite Pokemon. I was really happy to get in this train one because I think Pikachu and Growlithe together is super duper cute, and I really do like these cool Pokemon train. I think they're awesome. I believe that's all my nerdy merch on my shelf, so we have the fun now to put all of this nail polish back on the shelf. So let's have the joy of sorting this all out. So another question I had, someone asked what is my favourite brand of nail polish. I have quite a few favourite brands. I think my brand I really like the most, and I'm so sad it's gone, is Model's Own. Was definitely my favourite brand of nail polish, just because they had such a good variety of nail polish for a really cheap price. About each bottle was a £5, which I don't think is too bad, and they're a really good drugstore nail polish because you can actually use all the creme and regular polishes as stamping polish because they were so pigmented, and it just really breaks my heart that they went bust because their nail polish was really good, great value, had a great variety. It wasn't just cremes alone. They had a few glitter ones, chrome ones, multi-chrome ones. They had such a great variety, and I'm so sad that they are gone. That's why anytime I see any Model Own stuff, I buy it straight away because I know once it's gone, it's never coming back. Another question someone asked was what is my favourite colour, and favourite colour is blue. Anything that is a shade of blue. That's also why my room is blue as well. So definitely love the shade of blue. Also got asked what is my favourite video game franchise. It's definitely between Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. Those two are definitely my favourite games. Those are the normally ones when a new kind of game comes out, or really more of Kingdom Hearts, I will kind of stop everything and play it, because I would like to play some more video games, but at the moment I just don't have the time. But anytime a Kingdom Hearts one comes out, I will drop everything because I love it. Same with some of the Pokemon ones. When Pokemon Snap came out, I dropped everything because Pokemon Snap was my favourite game back in the day, and I'm so happy they finally made a remake of that game, as it's such like a chill, peaceful game just to chill out and zone out. Someone said what is my oldest nail polish I've probably got in my collection. Probably my oldest one is probably some of these Saffron London ones. They're not very, they're kind of like drugstore ones. I've just found them in random places here and there. So yeah, these are probably my oldest ones for sure. Also got asked what is probably my favourite indie brand. Don't really know at the moment. I've got quite a few I like. I quite like in the UK there's an indie brand called Prism Polish, so I quite like that one at the moment. I quite like now Lacquer UK as well. They're really cool bottles. Let me find you one. The bottles of those ones are really cool. They look like a little crown, I would say. But yeah, I think these bottles are really cool. Those are probably my two favourite UK ones. Holo Toco's pretty good as well, for more like international ones. I would say for drugstore favourite one, apart from Model's Own, rest its soul. But I quite like Rimmel and Barry M. I think they're probably the best drugstore ones in the UK. I think you can get pretty decent polish for a really good price. So if you're ever in the UK, or if you have Barry M or Rimmel London in your area, I say definitely go for these two in your local drugstores. I think as well for drugstore ones, Revolution is not too bad for nail polish either. They did some really cool holographic ones. Compared to like Holo Toco ones, you can kind of see they're not as holographic, but for a decent kind of cheap holographic polish that you can kind of get a bit more mainstream, or especially in the UK, then Revolution is not too bad for holographic polish from your local drugstore. Now I really hate these types of bottles, these kind of wonky ones, because I guess the design of it is really cool, but when it comes to putting them nicely on a shelf like this, they don't stack very nicely, so it just makes the shelf look a little bit untidy, which is just a little bit frustrating. Also got asked what base and top coats do I use. So the ones that I use regular, I either use Kiko's base coat. They are, I wouldn't say they're drugstore one, because they're like a makeup shop that's quite common in most places in the UK and some other places. So I just use any Kiko ones for the base coat. Sometimes I'll use Holotoco's peel off base coat if I want to take the nail polish off pretty soon. And for top coat wise, I either use Barry M's quick dry top coat, because I think this one is pretty good to just dry the polish really quickly. But if I've done some nail polish that I don't want it to smudge, then I use Moyu London's anti-smudge top coat. Pretty much if you're worried about smudging the nail polish, even though when you let it dry completely, highly recommend to get an anti-smudge top coat. I know I've seen videos online showing you how to not smudge your nails with regular top coat, but to be honest, just save the time and just get an anti-smudge one. It is a lifesaver, I swear. And then if any of you guys are curious about liquid latex, the two best liquid latex I have found is this one from Holotoco. This one's really good, and ones from Amazon. They've actually never really been too bad, the ones from Amazon. They do smell, the ones I've bought from Amazon, but they do peel off really well, and that's what I'm more concerned about, is how well it peels off. I've bought ones from Kiko's liquid latex wasn't very good. Same with Moyu London, their liquid latex is a real struggle to peel off. Those are the kind of main ones I have tried out for liquid latex. I do want to explore different liquid latex a bit more. Same thing with top coats and base coats. But these are the main nail care protectors I'm using at the moment. So if you're just looking for a right place to go, definitely recommend all of these ones. I haven't had a fault with them as of yet. But the shelf is done, and that's all the questions done for today's Q&A. If there's any questions I missed or anything else you want to know, leave a comment down below. I'll do another Q&A, or I will reply to your comment. We'd love to know some of the questions I've answered today. Let me know what your answers to those questions would be for you, as I love to get to know you guys as well. But the shelf is done. Let's have a closer look. So the shelf is done. Not gonna lie, it didn't give me as much space as I had hoped, but I definitely have a little bit of space in that corner right there. The bottom shelf here has just got top coats, base coats, all the typical nail care ones you need there. But I will say flipping them over did work, because I could never get all of the Holotoco ones I recently bought on my shelf. So this definitely was a good idea to flip them, as now all of my nail polish does fit nicely, and we do have a little bit of space. So overall, pretty happy with the end result. Took a little bit longer than I thought. I started at about 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 5 o'clock, so definitely a pretty whole day job, but pretty happy for how the end of the shelf turned out. But that's going to end today's video. My hair has definitely gone completely frizzed out in this video. I'm going to chillax for the rest of the day, as this was definitely a really tiring job. And that's it. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave it a like. Anything you want to see in the future, leave a comment down below. And just remember guys, keep being awesome, keep being amazing, and I will see you in the next nail art video. Bye!